Comedy is infectious. One of the most powerful elements of comedy today online is that when people laugh at something, they tend to share it. This is why funny videos go viral. When it's combined with a political message, well, then you have lightning in a bottle. Even more powerful and even more impactful is political comedy online, and there's not a lot of it. No one knows better than someone whose videos regularly go viral, who has caused trending hashtags in multiple occasions on Twitter, sometimes for good reasons, sometimes for bad reasons, whose work has been shared by the President of the United States. You know him. Joining us now, the one and only Terrence Williams.
My brother, thank you for having me on. Benny, congratulations on such a great show. Man, you are killing it.
Terrence, you are killing it. I love that brand new Donald Trump themed orange artwork in your house. It's beautiful.
You know, Donald Trump always have my support. I love him so much and I miss him. I miss him, Benny. It's been boring without Trump. I've been losing my mind a little bit. I really miss him. It's been really boring. Twitter is boring without Trump. Like, he made Twitter so fun. It's so whack, man. We got to bring President Trump back.
We got to bring President Trump back. President Trump, I think, was the funniest president of my lifetime. Conservatives need to use humor more, and you are the master of it. Where do you get your comedy sketches from? Where do you get your inspiration from? And what is it that inspired you to be a conservative comedian, if that's the right way to label it?
You know, Benny, I've always been a comedian. You know, I started out in school when I was in grade school. I was a class clown, one of the best class clowns. You know, I was just born a little crazy and a little funny. So it comes naturally, man. And I've always been the type to, you know, make people laugh. And also, I had a rough upbringing, you know, growing up in foster care. So I had to find some happiness somehow, and I had to find something to laugh about, you know. So I learned to laugh about all the crazy things that was going on in my life at the time. So that's where I get it from, man, you know, from hard times.
How do you create your comedy? Everyone's seen your videos. You're famous on the internet. Your videos get seen by millions of people. How do you create them?
Whenever I think of something, I just make a video. When it comes to mine, I just make it. And that is what gets me in trouble, is because when I think of something, I just say it. And then I go back and be like, oh my goodness, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But you know, Benny, it's truth in comedy. And that's why a lot of people are trying to cancel comedy, because it's a lot of truth in comedy. You know, comedy comes from, you know, real life things, from real life situations, you know? And that's why people want to cancel comedy, and that's why I'm always canceled, is because, Benny, all I do is really tell the truth, you know? All I do is just say what's going on, and it just happened to be funny, you know? Nancy Pelosi being a drunk, it just happened to be funny, you know? I mean, having a House Speaker who can barely speak just happened to be funny. I'm not making fun of her speech impediment. I have one myself. You know, I grew up stuttering. I got a speech impediment. I talk with my tongue. I sound like Daffy Duck sometimes. But it's just funny that the Speaker of the House can't really speak, you know? So it's truth in comedy, Benny. That's why it's getting canceled.
There's truth in comedy. You're exactly right. And when you have no truth, you have no comedy. If you're the left and you have no truth and no empirical truth and you're a complete moral relativist, you have no comedy and you're worried about offending everyone. So that's why the left can't do comedy, and it's why people like Terrence, you are so important in the movement. Thank you so much for being on the Benny Report.
Thank you, Benny.